How do you do that? Like,
it's, you know.
You do what you want.
Yeah, basically.
That's the compromise. Thanks for joining me.
No problem.
I've got some questions I want to ask you just to get to know your personality a little bit more, because so many people are familiar with you and what you've done in this league since playing in 2019. So was it always football? Like, when did you make the decision this was the sport you were gonna, go all in on?
Yeah, it's always football.
Yeah?
I mean, I grew up in Argentina where
Yes.
there's not many other sports that we play. My dad and some of my dad's family are big rugby players, but for me it was always football. I have videos when I was 2 or 3 years old kicking the ball and breaking my grandmother's plants and everything. but yeah, it's always been football for me.
Do you have any siblings?
Yep, I have an older sister and a younger brother.
And do they play as well?
Yeah, growing up they played. My brother up until now was with York University. So he kind of played and now he graduated, so he's working. And then my sister also, we're only a year and a half apart, so we basically grew up together.
You're breaking planners like together, as in, that's so cute. You guys did that.
She played sports growing up, and then once the boys and all this stuff and the makeup and stuff, she kind of gave it up. But she used to be big on sports as well.
Do you think that's where your like competitive spirit came from, having siblings all playing sports together?
I think so. Yeah. I mean. Yeah, a little bit. I think if anything, I was more like that with my brother. I'm
True.
7 years older than him, and I was always beating him, never letting him win. But yeah, I think in a way, I think it's my upbringing. I think people from Argentina, we tend to be very competitive.
Yes. Okay. True.
And we don't like to lose. So
I want to get your younger brother in on this. I want to hear what he has to say.
Yes.
It's definitely an ego boost for you.
Yeah,
right?
for sure.
Do you remember any like phys-ed class moments coming back from Argentina? You're in Canada. Are you just like duking kids in phys-ed class? Like, do you remember any of that?
I mean, yeah, phys-ed class was my favorite class for sure.
I for sure, like, you just have that vibe.
Yeah. But yeah, when I first came, I definitely noticed that. Well, to be fair, there wasn't many like soccer players.
That's what I mean. You're coming from Argentina.
Yeah. There wasn't kids who played soccer. That wasn't the first sport. There wasn't really clubs around. So obviously, with all this growing now, it's amazing to see.
You're like, let me cook. Phys-ed classes next. It's time.
But yeah, it was definitely a culture shock when you know, there was hockey and basketball and football and all these things where like, for me, it was like, whoa, it's not just soccer. It's not just,
Which kind of works out for you because you're in that pool now. What's your favorite place you've ever traveled to?
Probably one of my favorite trips was in Argentina when I went down south to the mountains, kind of like Banff style, but all the way down south in Argentina.
Very cool,
with my best friend when we were about 20, 21 years old. And we just went like backpacking out through there for like a couple weeks. It was an amazing experience.
So you may have answered my next question, because I was going to say, when you're traveling, if you have the option to either stay on the resort or go off, is it off? Or would you rather be like by the pool getting your drinks, like all-inclusive style?
I'm more all-inclusive.
Really?
Sit by the beach and
Okay,
just
what?
relax.
Because the Banff vibe is not giving that.
Yeah, but the thing is usually we go after season, and after the season I'm just drained and I just want to sit by the pool or the beach. But my wife is completely the opposite. She wants to go and visit and explore. So we have to compromise a little bit, yeah.
How do you do that? Like,
it's, you know.
You do what you want.
Yeah, basically.
That's the compromise.
We end up seeing everything.
That's perfect, and that's actually how it should be.
Yeah.
I love it. Okay, so you've also sort of been all over Canada with the CPL, right? Like you played for York 9, then you played Pacific. What do you miss about being on the coast and over there, like playing and stuff?
The island was beautiful. The nature, the ocean, the mountains, everything you got over there is amazing. Just it almost doesn't feel like Canada in a way, because you don't have the snow. You don't,
Yeah, the extreme weather.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was an amazing time. But I honestly, being far from home and from our family was not tough, but it's nice to be around them. So now being in Ottawa, it's helped a little bit. We're only a 4.5 hour drive from home. So yeah, we're happy
a little
in
more
Ottawa.
central.
Yeah, exactly.
Is there any delicacies, or do you have any routine places you go to now in Ottawa? Like, what are some things that come to mind?
We're both vegan, so we are a little bit special when it comes to
Right.
restaurants and stuff like that.
Okay.
We have a good Ethiopian place on Bank Street right by the stadium, which is really
Okay,
good.
shout out.
Yeah.
You gonna name drop it? Or you're
I
gonna
think
leave
it's
it
called
on a
Blue Nile.
cliffhanger? Okay, cool,
Yeah,
nice.
that's a very
We'll
good
drop
spot.
it in the description,
Yeah.
you guys. Don't worry. All right, I appreciate you, Manny. Thanks for joining me
you.
by the fire.
No
Let's
problem.
do it
Thank
again.
you.
Great job.
Thank you.